Everybody hates three putting, from recreational golfers to the most elite putters on the PGA Tour. People despise three putting. It's like giving away strokes on the green. But what's really interesting is that very few players misread a putt left or right by up to say 4 or 5 feet, but they will very oftentimes blow a putt 4 or 5 feet past the hole or leave one really, really short, which led the folks at Odyssey to try and develop a new way to try and help people improve their performance on the greens. The result of all of their work is these two putters right here, the new Ai-ONE and the Ai-ONE milled. And while from the front, they may look like a lot of putters you've already seen, they have something very, very interesting on the inside that can potentially help you three putt a lot less often. Now I'm going to start by talking about the standard Ai-ONE. And as you can see from the front, it has a white insert. And yes, this is a white hot insert that's been around for over 20 years. It's extremely popular. It has a very soft feel to it. It creates a very pleasing sound. In this particular case, there are a series of grooves on the front of that insert. But the real story in the Ai-ONE putters is on the back. You see, underneath the urethane coating on that insert is an aluminum piece that has been shaped using artificial intelligence. The folks at Odyssey programmed up those supercomputers to try and basically normalize the ball speed coming off of mishit putts. You see, when you strike a putt in the middle of the hitting area, you're going to get the ball to roll out the ideal amount. But most players very often are going to be mishitting putts just a little bit towards the toe or just a little bit towards the heel. Even the best putters in the world mishit putts. So what the AI face does in the Ai-ONE putter is try and normalize the ball speed across a larger area of the face. And the computers did that by making thicker areas and thinner areas in the back of the insert. So the ball, again, gets normalized, gets the same speed across a much larger area. And when that happens, theoretically, you're going to get better distance control because you're going to get the same amount of roll from putts struck in a larger area of the face. This is the technology, and this is the story that Jon Rahm was presented with a few weeks before the Ryder Cup, and is the reason why he went and made a putter change for the first time in a while. He had been using a standard Odyssey Rossi putter that in his case had a hinged, micro hinge face insert. Well, he was presented with the information about how much better this insert, the Ai-ONE insert, performs. The fact that according to Odyssey's research, golfers tend to have a 20% shorter leave distance when they don't make the putt using this putter insert. Well, Rahm was presented with that information and told that had he had an Ai-ONE insert in his putter, it would have been anticipated over the course of 2023 that he would have gone up in his performance in terms of strokes gained putting from ranking number 23 at the time of the presentation, which is fantastic, into the top 10. And he would have three putted less often. That would have translated in terms of dollars to winning about $2 to $2.5 million more prize money by taking out those three putts and turning them into two putts. That immediately got Rahm's attention, and that is the big reason why he made the switch before the Ryder Cup in Rome. Now, while there are many players that really like the white hot insert and certainly are going to be very interested in trying out the Ai-ONE insert technology, many of them also really prefer the feel and the sound that's going to be created from a classic milled putter. And for those players, they are in luck because there is a milled version of the Ai-ONE putter. It's going to be very easy to tell the two putters apart because the standard Ai-ONE putters have that white hot insert, and the milled putters are going to have this gold toned insert where the milling marks across the face are very, very easy to spot. Odyssey also decided in the milled version not to include the window on the back, so you're not going to be able to see the AI face. You're not going to see in the milled putter the different ridges and grooves and thicker areas and thinner areas on the back like you will see it in the standard Ai-ONE. From a fitting standpoint, both putters have weights on the bottom that are not really designed to be adjusted by consumers, but they are there for fitters so that they will be able to swap out those weights and put in heavier weights or lighter weights based on either a player's preference or on the putter's overall length, that they can get the swing weight just where it needs to be. And as I'm sure you can probably anticipate, there are going to be several different head versions of these putters, both the standard Ai-ONE as well as the Ai-ONE milled, that are going to be available, from heel-toe weighted blades of various sizes and thicknesses to relatively compact mid-mallets and larger mallet putters as well. So now you know why Jon Rahm switched putters and went to a new Odyssey Ai-ONE putter right before the Ryder Cup, as well as Sam Burns. He put an Odyssey Ai-ONE number 7 in play at the Tour Championship. It was this technology that really spurred them to making those changes. Thanks a lot, and I look forward to seeing you soon.